this movie about dragons. And this place called Berk has a lot of dragons and Vikings that fight dragons. And this kid Hiccup wants to prove to his Viking dad, Stoic, that he can Viking too. But he can't cause he ain't got no muscles. But Hiccup is all like, I can dragon kill. And his dad is like, no you can't. And Hiccup is like, I made a thing. And they're all like, that thing can't thing. And then the thing does the thing. But no one believes it. So Hiccup goes to find out what his thing thinged. Meanwhile, the other Viking peoples are like, we gotta go find the dragon's nest. And then we cut back to Hiccup and he finds a dragon. And Hiccup is all like, I'ma kill you. And the dragon is all like, oh, well, that's not very nice. And Hiccup is like, oh, okay. So he cuts the dragon free and the dragon is like, roar, and flies off kinda. And then Hiccup comes home and his dad is like, you're gonna start killing dragons. And Hiccup is all like, but Dad, I don't wanna. And his dad is like, yeah, you do. I gotta go find a nest, Hiccup. Bye. So then we cut back to the kid Viking peoples named Astrid, Snoutloud, Roughnut, Toughnut, and Fishlegs. What kind of fucking names are, along with Hiccup about to start the first day of training by this Gobber guy to be bloodthirsty dragon killers. And they do pretty bad, I guess. I mean, I never fought a dragon, so I can't really judge. I mean, there was that one time, but the dragon was totally asking for it. And then Gobber is all like, dragons will always go for the kill, and Hiccup is like, but this one didn't. I don't think you're a real— oh shit, never mind! And then he finds out that the dragon can't fly. And then Hiccup reads a book that is all like, kill the dragons. And Hiccup is like, I don't want to kill the dragons. And the book is like, do it, you whip! And then we cut back to Stoic, who's still looking for a nest. And then they go through this smoky shit, and there's a dragon. So then we cut back to How to Train Your Dragon Trainer, and they're fighting a dragon, and they fuck it up. And then Hiccup goes back to the dragon and brings him a fish, and the dragon is all like, bleh, and Hiccup is all like, nom. And then the dragon tries to sleep and is like, don't look at me. And then Hiccup draws the dragon in the dirt, and the dragon is all like, I want to draw too, like my art. And Hiccup is like, I think it could use a little more work. It needs a little shading on the bottom. And the dragon is like, no, it's perfect. Stop picking on me. And Hiccup is like, look, I'm just trying to give you some constructive criticism so you can improve yourself. And the dragon is like, no. Oh yeah, and the dragon and Hiccup have a moment and stuff. And then Hiccup is like, wait a minute. This dragon can't fly. And then Hiccup makes a thing. And then he goes back to the dragon, who he's dubbed Toothless, and gives him a fish, and Toothless is like, it's an eel, man, what the hell? And Hiccup is like, oh, okay. And then he puts the thingy on Toothless's tail thingy, and they fly off, but they don't. And then we cut back to the kids, and they're throwing water at dragons, kinda. But then Hiccup is like, look, it's an eel. And everyone else is like, wait, what? And then Hiccup is like, okay, bye, and builds a saddle. And then he puts it on Toothless and flies, but he doesn't. And then Hiccup is like, this will hold my ass. And then he finds out that this grass thingy makes dragons drunk. And then he uses it, and the people are like, whoa, what? And then he pets Toothless, and he's like, oh, fuck, I killed him. So then he goes and kills another dragon. Oh, wait, no. And then Hiccup is like the most popular kid on the block. And then Toothless turns into a cat, and so this Chihuahua also turns into a cat. And then Astrid is all like, I hate these trees. Oh, hi, Hiccup. Oh, shit, where'd he go? And then Hiccup flies some more, but gets stuck and brings Toothless to the village to get unstuck. And Astrid is all like, oh, hi, Hiccup. Oh, shit, where'd he go? And then Stoic and the others return, and they're like, we didn't nest. And everyone's all like, your son is a dragon killer. And then we cut to Hiccup and Toothless trying to learn how to fly, and then Hiccup loses a paper thingy that tells him how to fly, but then he catches it and is all like, ah, forget it, and throws it away anyways. And then they stop and make some fish, and some Chihuahuas come by to try to take their fish, but Toothless is like, no. And then Hiccup is like, wait a minute. I don't think we should be killing these dragons after all. And then we cut to Hiccup being back, and Stoic is like, you're keeping secrets. And Hiccup is all like, man, you know about my pet dragon, don't you? And Stoic is like, you have a pet dragon?
I slope in my blondie by the sun, now orange.
Oh wait, that doesn't happen. And Stoic is all like, Hiccup, you're a dragon killer? And Hiccup is like, oh yeah, I'm a dragon killer. And Stoic is like, oh boy! And then he gives Hiccup a boobies hat. So then we cut back to the kids doing some more dragon thingies, and Astrid is like, stay out of the way, Hiccup, and Hiccup is like, oh sure, wait, I mean, no. And then old lady McLady is like, Hiccup gonna kill a dragon, and Hiccup is like, oh, And then we cut to Hiccup going to get Toothless because he's planning on running away. But whoops, Astrid followed him and is like, what are you up to? Holy shit, it's a dragon! And Hiccup is like, yeah, it's mine. And Astrid is all like, ooh, I'm telling on you. And Hiccup is like, no, you're not. And then Hiccup is like, hey, look at this flying. Then the flying gets all nice.
I can show you the world.
And Astrid is like, oh, dragons aren't so bad. This is pretty nice. And then they find the dragon nest thingy, and then they see that there's a queen dragon thingy, and Astrid is like, we gotta tell somebody, and Hiccup is like, no. And Astrid is like, oh, okay. And then we cut to the next day, and Hiccup's gotta kill a dragon, but he's all like, I don't wanna. And then Hiccup tries to make peace with the dragon, but then Stoic is like, son of a! And makes the dragon freak out. And then Toothless is like, ah, nah! And comes in to try to save Hiccup, but whoops, he gets captured. And Stoic is like, the hell, man? I thought you killed dragons. And Hiccup is like, no. And Stoic is like, they killed a bunch of us. And Hiccup is like, we killed a bunch or more of them. And Hiccup is like, if they don't bring the stuff back to the nest, they'll... And Stoic is like, you saw the nest? And Hiccup is like, only dragons can find the nest. What nest? And then Stoic takes Toothless and is all like, bye, Hiccup. And then Astrid is like, whoa, you fucked up. And Hiccup is like, oh, thanks. And then Astrid is like, fix it. And then Hiccup is like, okay. And then we cut to Stoic and the others looking for the dragon's nest again. And Toothless is like, you gotta go this way. And they're like, okay. And then we cut back to Hiccup and the other guys. And they're all like, lol, Hiccup is nuts. And then we got back to Stoic and Junk and they reach the nest. And then we cut back to the kids and they're all like, we're gonna ride dragons. And then we cut back to Stoic and they break open the nest thingy. And they're all like, victory! Oh no! Last one of the boats is a rotten egg! But then the kids come in on dragons and attack the big guy. And Hiccup is like, distract the thingy. And Hiccup goes to get Toothless, but fire and stuff. And then the big guy steps on the boat and Toothless starts sinking to the bottom of the ocean. And Hiccup goes after him, but can't get him out. And then Stoic is like, chains are not slimming on you. And Hiccup and Toothless go to save the day! And the big guy explodes? What? And then they die. Oh, wait. It turns out I lied. And then Hiccup wakes up to find Toothless in his home, but he also can't find his foot. And then he goes outside to find his village changed and is no longer dragon killers, but dragon people riders. And then Hiccup and Astrid become fuck buddies. The end.